Hello learners, this is Habeeba with Excelwithme. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. Let's start today's topic, methods of educational research. As we have done the paper research methodology, two topics we have cleared, that is first educational research, second research problem. Third is methods of educational research. Under that we have done the subtopic qualitative research and their types. Today we are going to discuss about the quantitative research. Now researchers normally want to address three basic questions related to research as given below. Number one, how can the problem be solved? Number two, what exactly happens when a given condition or situation exists? Third, why do some problems or conditions occur? Obviously in real life also we face these questions, but for researchers, what do they do scientifically? They try to inquire into the matter. So these are the three questions, very important when we address the basic questions. Now based on the nature of research problems and the raised questions, it will be decided that research is either qualitative or quantitative. Thus, social science researchers can be broadly classified into two categories, that is quantitative researchers and qualitative researchers. Already we have done about the qualitative researchers. Today we are going to do quantitative research. In educational research or any other social science research, if the social reality, that is variable, is independent and constant with due respect to time and settings, and they can be measured precisely with the help of structured instruments or tools, and data so obtained is in numerical form and analyzed through statistical analysis, then such researches are called quantitative researches. Simply, quality, we learn about the behavior, quantity which will be measured in numbers. So measured precisely, we have to remember, with structured instruments and tools, and we do the data analysis in the numerical form. This statistical analysis, that is called quantitative research. Now, for example, if we want to measure the achievement of students in any school subject like English, Hindi, mathematics, economics through structured research instruments, that is objective tests, and data so obtained are in numbers, and these numbers are given statistical treatment like central tendencies, mean, median and mode, then dispersion like range, mean deviation, standard deviation, etc., then it falls under quantitative research. This we have to remember whenever we use any tool or instrument. What do? We do all the statistical treatment, and then we apply the central tendency measures, or we can take the dispersion, and then we come to the tests, and then hypothesis testing, that is quantitative research. Similarly, other examples are intelligence in terms of IQ, literacy rate of different states of India in percentage, monthly income and expenditure of an average Indian family, the employment rate in terms of number and percentage, etc. So quantitative research, as I told you in the previous class, there are three types, that is experimental studies, quasi-experimental studies, and then correlational studies. Let's understand these three one by one. First one, experimental studies. Research involves finding out the functional relationships among phenomena under controlled conditions is known as experimental research. Experiment itself tells you the meaning that things are in control. We cannot deviate from those things. Experimental research aims to study the cause and effect relationships between two variables. So what is the cause of this particular problem? What will be the effect of this if it happens? That will be experimented here. In the process of experimental research, a researcher tries to manipulate or introduce some changes on one variable and observes the consequent changes on the other variable. So you have here control group also, the normal group also. The variable which is changed or varied is known as the independent variable, while the variables on whom the effect is measured is called dependent variable. Example, problems like effect of online teaching on academic achievement of senior secondary school students are planned through well-designed experimental studies. One group will be studied in a traditional normal way and the other group online, so they will see the effect of online teaching on their academic achievement of senior secondary school students here. Now, second one, quasi-experimental studies. The literal meaning of quasi is seemingly but not really. Thus, research studies that do not use a truly experimental design are called quasi-experimental studies. That means they are seemingly experimental but not in real. Since educational research is carried out on human beings who are unlike objects, changeable, and controls cannot be exercised totally or absolutely, therefore experimental research in education is quasi-experimental. We can see the chemicals and others in medicines and all, they are the true experiments are done over there. Here in educational research, we take the quasi-experimental. This type of research investigates the same issues that experimental research does. So, we can take the same issues here also. The difference is only in terms of how an experiment is designed and conducted. Now, the third one is correlational studies. Now, correlational research concealed the extent relationship between two variables. A correlational research design investigates relationship between two variables or more without the researcher controlling or manipulating any of them. It's a non-experimental type of quantitative research here. For example, if a researcher conducted a study relationship between scientific attitude and scientific aptitude of students, then based on the score of scientific attitude or variable X, we can predict the score of scientific aptitude or variable Y and vice versa. So, these variables may be positively or negatively related to one another. Here we do lots of these kind of effect correlations here in our educational research in general. A study might show, for example here, a study might show that students who report reading more books score higher on end of year test. This tells us these two factors, reading more books and test scores are related. This is the thing, correlation, we check it out. So this is all about quantitative research. If you like the video, please do like, share, subscribe and comment below. I'll come up with the third topic here in the next class, that is case study. Until then, thanks for your attention and time. Happy learning.